plastic in our oceans is expected to weigh more than all of our ocean's fish. Time is running out. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is the largest of 5 garbage patches that exist around oceanic gyres in the world. A Dutch nonprofit called the Ocean Cleanup aims to remove 90% of ocean plastic by 2040 by focusing plastic collecting systems around these 5 gyres. With the success of the prototype system, a full fleet of cleanup systems will launch in the Pacific this year, and they'll expand to the other 4 garbage patches in the near future. The focus on removing these plastics already in the ocean is important to prevent photodegradation and emergence of harmful microplastics. But the Ocean Cleanup has also produced the solar-powered interceptor, which prevents plastic from entering the ocean from rivers, as 80% of ocean plastic pollution comes from just 1,000 rivers. Now for this project, I wasn't able to go visit the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, but I was able to collect items on their way to the patch. As you can see, it was all found just inland of the Pacific Ocean near the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, where without my interference, it would eventually end up in the ocean in the garbage patch. Our society now produces waste at a rate that includes 1 garbage truck full of plastics dumping into the ocean every minute. Let that sink in. A garbage truck of plastics per minute. By 2030, that rate is going to be 2 garbage trucks per minute, and by 2050, it will be 4 garbage trucks of plastic per minute. The majority of this plastic consists of single-use plastics and plastic packaging. So more important than the success of the Ocean Cleanup's trash collecting systems is the success of our society in limiting our use of plastics. Removing a majority of plastic from our oceans doesn't matter if we keep putting more plastic in the oceans. If we don't want there to be more plastic in the ocean than fish, we need to take a look at some of our everyday habits. When's the last time you used a plastic water bottle, a plastic straw, or a plastic bag at the grocery store? If your answer is recently, take a look at reusable options. Instead of Ziploc bags, Tupperwares or washable sandwich wrappers are great alternatives. However, if you're tied to using Ziploc bags, this plastic bag drying rack allows you to wash them and use them over and over again, limiting your plastic waste. So I may only be one person, and I may have only collected a bag's worth of waste, only a bit of what gets dumped into our oceans every minute, and only a fraction of the size of the Pacific's garbage patch, but that's one less bag full that won't go into the ocean, and a bag less that has to be cleaned up out of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Cleaning up our oceans patches will only do so much, as the major change needs to be made in our everyday decisions about plastic use on land. We all have room for improvement. Let's make a difference.